All right, fans, stand by. As you know by now, because of some complications in the flood down at the Centrum, the card on Thursday night for the World Wrestling Federation was canceled. However, it is going to be made up tomorrow night here in town with an 8 o'clock start. And by the way, those tickets that you had for the Thursday night card, quite obviously, will be honored for the big one tomorrow night here in Worcester. Fans coming in from throughout this entire area for that gigantic card, and for good reason. Here's some of the matches, some of the great matches signed on this card. Junkyard Dog, JYD, one-on-one against Brutus Beefcake. In addition, you're going to be seeing Mr. Fuji, one-on-one against Rick the Dragon Steamboat. And after what happened in front of a national television audience, you can certainly understand the feelings of Rick Steamboat in regards to Fuji and the magnificent Morocco. And in addition, coming up here tomorrow night at the Centrum in Worcester, it will be Greg the Hammer Valentine challenging the #1 man in all of professional wrestling these days, heavyweight champion Hulk Hogan.
Well, you know something, Mean Gene? When you're sitting on the hot seat, man, a lot of things can happen, you know. A lot of things can happen when your number's up. But what's so funny about this situation is I like the way things turned out, you know. Worcester's one of my favorite towns. Been arguing with the WWF for about a year and a half because I wanted to go back so bad. But all of a sudden, Mother Nature decided to change its course. Give Greg Valentine a couple more days to worry about the wrath of the Hulkster. Gave him a few more days to get his financial and his personal life in order before I dropped the dude. But you know something? It also gives all those Hulkamaniacs in Worcester, all those people that I've been waiting to see for so long, just a couple extra days to do a little extra hanging and banging, get their heads right. Because they're going to watch something that they've never seen before. They're going to see Greg the Hammer Valentine so embarrassed, so beaten, and so humiliated, he may just leave the WWF. Because you know something? This dude's been hanging around with Brutus Beefcake. And they're just like this, man, one and the same. And I'm going to take out all the vengeance I got about Hillbilly Jim's broken leg on Greg the Hammer Valentine.
You know, there was a water main that broke at the Centrum, of course, for the cancellation of the last card, now being made good tomorrow night. And there could be something else that breaks loose tomorrow night, Hulk Hogan.
Well, you know what? Yeah. We might as well say it's going to be busting loose, man. Because, Worcester, man, you're almost like sacred ground, brother. It's been about 4.5 years since I've been there. But since then, I made a lot of changes, you know. Been training, saying my prayers, and eating my vitamins. Got a lot of maniacs on my side. And in Worcester, it's going to bust loose, man. I'm just glad Valentine's had a couple more days to get in a little better shape. A couple more days to worry. Because you know something? I want him to fight for his life, because once I beat him in the center of that ring, I'm going to take everything else from him, too.
Tomorrow night at the Centrum here in Worcester, the World Wrestling
Federation will be at the Centrum in Worcester this Sunday night, August 4th at 8 p.m. All tickets